Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Philosko here. You know that American dude with the incredible mood who's a little bit too close to the camera? That's me. And what am I going to talk about today? Well, today I'm going to do one of my cultural videos, and I'm going to speak about Vladimir Putin. He is the Russian president. We all know him. He's been a president for a long time. He's always in the news, so I don't need to introduce who he is, you know what I mean? And I know I usually speak about American culture, but in this video, I want to give more of my opinion, but first I will give the average American opinion. Now, we all know the average American opinion about Putin, you know. He's evil, he's rude, you know, he's probably homophobic and racist, you know, a lot of bad things people usually think about Putin in America. But in this video, that's not what it's going to be about. It's going to be about from my point of view. Now, I don't trust what news say about a person. Whether it's American news, whether it's Russian news, Ukrainian news, Brazilian news, I don't trust it because they're all biased, all of them. So I don't trust it. And why do I feel that way? Because I've been in the news numerous times. Half the time they were honest and cool, and the other half of the time they were lying. Even sometimes people will lie when it makes me look good, but it's still a lie. They will say something like, he starred in some movies. I've never starred in a movie. I was in some movies, but I never starred. It's still a lie. It's not true. And then some people say bad things about me like, he's been in prison. I've never been in prison. I've only been in prison on television, like as an actor. But they'll show a picture of me in prison when I was on TV and make it look like it really happened. So this is why I don't really trust the media, because the media has lied on me, and I'm sure they lie on everyone else. So what I'm going to give here isn't the perspective of the news that I see from America or from Russia. It's going to be from what I think from when I see him speaking, the pictures I see of him, the way he moves when he gives speeches, when he has debates with people, how he looks at them, how he talks. This is how I'm going to gather my opinion, and this is how I gathered my opinion, and I'm going to let you know it right now. So let's get to it. Vladimir Putin. I ain't never scared. Alright, so the first thing I think about Vladimir Putin is that he is very, very serious. You know, he's stern, he's stalwart. Stalwart is like, is spelled S-T-A-L-W-A-R-T. That means like strong and brave and unmoving. Like someone who's not a walkover. So you can't just tell him what to do. He's like, yes sir. You know, he's not like that. You know, he's a strong, solid kind of leader guy. So I think he's this way because he commonly, like most Russian people, he commonly doesn't like to smile in the open. And just his physical appearance in general is a little bit intimidating, especially his face, the way he looks with his eyes. It's a little intimidating, kind of scary. So I see him as a very serious person who doesn't like showing his emotions in person. But, not in person, but in public. But this might be very different from when he's just around his close people and his close friends. Because out here in Russia, when you look at a lot of people in the street, they will not smile at you. The vast majority of them won't smile at you. They will show you a tough face. They usually show you a tough face. So odds are when you walk past a Russian person, they will probably look at you like this. Especially if you don't look Russian, they'll look at you like this. And you would think something's wrong or they hate you, but it doesn't mean they hate you or something's wrong. It's just typical out here that people will give you a serious look. Just, I guess, as a way to say, hey, don't mess with me or leave me alone. That's what I think. But I do know they give very serious faces here. But on the contrary, sometimes Putin does kind of show his emotions in public. Like this one time he was joking with Obama.
Obama, come here. You see this guy behind us? I have a strong feeling that he's definitely homosexual.
Of course,
nice,
of course. I mean, totally gay.
Now, of course, he really didn't say that the guy looked gay. That's just what I put in there. But that's something that you usually won't see, or they usually won't show you on the news, depending on the country you're in. They probably wouldn't show you that clip because, one, it shows him laughing, it shows him cracking jokes, and it shows him having fun with Obama. A lot of people won't want to show you that, but this just kind of gives evidence to the fact that he might be really open and silly when he's with his close people, okay? Because he did that on camera. He left character. I'll tell you one thing, Russians aren't the best actors because they're used to saying what's on their mind, and it's not a very sensitive country. In America, we don't always say what's on our minds when it might hurt someone's feelings because it's a very sensitive country. So if you don't like something, a lot of times you have to shut up. But in Russia, you don't have to shut up. If you don't like something, you can say it and it won't be a big, oh my God, how can you say that? But in my country, you really can't, all right? So, another thing about Vladimir Putin. This dude loves animals. loves animals. I mean, he's a big animal person. I'm going to include the link to the interview I'm about to speak about. I once watched an interview with Hillary Clinton, and she was speaking about how when she went to Russia to meet Vladimir Putin and to speak to him, they didn't really get anywhere. You know, Putin was being stern. He wasn't really listening to her. He was like, okay, no. You know, he wasn't really listening. But when she mentioned animals, it got his attention. He was like, yeah, I love animals. Let me show you something. So he takes Hillary Clinton to like his secret little lair or whatever it is, where he tags polar bears and he tracks animals to keep them from going extinct, and he really, really cares about them. I was surprised to hear this, because usually on the news, you know, everything you see about him is, you know, tough, serious, judo flip, gun holding, riding bear, serious stuff. But he loves animals, and this is something that a lot of people don't know about him, that he really works hard to preserve animals. He's done a lot of things. He does a lot of tracking and all that stuff. I believe he does hunting too. I'm not 100% sure on that, but he is a big animal person. He's a big animal person, and it's interesting because the stereotype about Russia that a lot of the world has is what, when it comes to what women wear. What are they known to wear? A lot of fur. A lot of fur. But is it true? I see more stores here in Russia selling fur than women actually wear it. There's a lot of stores where they're selling fur, but I don't see that many women wearing it as much as I thought. What they wear here all the time? High heels. Women in Russia love high heels. It could be raining, snowing, ice. It could be a hurricane. They're going to wear high heels. Thunder and lightning, they're going to wear high heels. They can go climbing, rock climbing a mountain. They're going to wear high heels. They don't care because they have to look good at all times, all right? Now to the next thing. Speaking of looks, Vladimir Putin, although he's known to be tough and all this stuff, he does judo, he takes care of his looks a little more than the average man does. He definitely does. For a person who's the leader of a country that has a stereotype of being tough, of being unmoving, our culture's our culture, we don't care what you think. From a man who leads a country known to be this way, he takes really good care of his looks. Now, I'm not exactly sure what he's done, but he's definitely has done a lot of things with his skin. Like, he has flawless skin. His skin looks much younger than it would be if he just naturally left it alone. He looks younger than he is, and a lot of women in Russia find Putin attractive. No, I never looked at him. Let me explain this. I don't usually look at men and say, oh yeah, he's hot, he's sexy, or something like that. I don't do that. But sometimes a man can look at another man and say, he's an attractive guy, girls probably like him. That's what we think. But I never thought that about Putin. I just saw him as some serious looking guy, but apparently a lot of girls really think he's handsome, they like his eyes, and plus he does take really good care of his skin. Now, of course, all presidents and stuff wear makeup when you go on television and you're taking images, taking photos, because you have to do it. They have a team, they have a writer, they have this, blah, 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 blah. Kind of like being an actor almost. But he takes it further than that. So maybe he gets facials done or something, or maybe he gets face massages, something he does to his face that keeps him looking younger. Now, he's a very unique guy because he can look good and scary at the same time. At the same time. All right? And that's basically it for what I think about Vladimir Putin. So in short, I think there's more we could learn about him if more was shown about him. Because like I showed you with him making a joke with Obama, I can show you him singing a song in English with black people.
Those vows we made were never to be.
But you're not going to see these things much on the news, depending on the country you're living in, because usually when you watch the news, they want to give you a perspective that they want you to think. Okay? Whether it's good about him, whether it's bad about him, this video is not supporting Vladimir Putin. This video is not against Vladimir Putin. It's just what I've noticed about him, from what I've noticed. Now, people may say, oh, you missed this, you missed that. A lot of things that people say I miss are things that other people are saying he's doing. Those are things I'm not seeing him do. This is all based on from what I'm seeing. When I look at his photos, when I watch him speak and listen to him speak in videos, these are things from what I see. And the pictures of him with animals, this is from what I see. Everything else isn't what I'm seeing, okay? So I don't want this to become a big, oh, you miss, he does this in Ukraine. I don't want to hear none of that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my views on him from what I see, okay? And so that's basically it, people. Let me know what you think. After this, I got a few more people I want to do. I'm going to do Obama. I'm going to do my favorite Russian person, Medvedev. and I'm going to do Kadyrov. And if you don't know who Kadyrov is, you're going to learn. And that's basically it, people. I'm out. Later.